Hello everyone, Willow Wolf here, and welcome back to another video. I'm back. I'm back and I'm drawing Plants vs Zombies again. Why? Well, because I downloaded Reflourished and I've been playing it and I've really been enjoying it, so I started, playing it again. So what I want to do is I want to go back to drawing these little fellas. And I think a good way to getting starting is I want to draw the plants you get from the first tutorial world in my style, just so you guys can have a look at what that looks like. And yeah, let's get drawing. I'm excited. Okay, so I'm obviously starting off with pea shooter. So I obviously have the two circles, which are very obvious for pea shooter, very iconic. So for pea shooter, I'm going for a sort of mix between the Plants vs Zombies 2 and Plants vs Zombies 3 art style. I do actually really like the new Plants vs Zombies 3 art style. I mean, I've looked at some of those leaks, and some of the plants look a bit weird, but I mean, the official artwork for like some of the older plants, I just like how cute they are. And I think like the characters should look nice and cute. So yeah, that's what I was thinking of doing. Obviously, I wanted to go with a design where the colors are like the outline colors are just darker than the original colors. No like dark black outlines. I just think it matches with my style more. So over here I quite quickly got the design done from years of, I guess, drawing the pea shooter. I think he looks really good. What I do is I add dark to the bottom and I then add just some shading. So for this one, I'm going to be drawing the characters in order of what you unlock them with in the Plants vs Zombies 2 Adventure, with some interesting exceptions that you'll have to see later on in the season or series. And then eventually, I do want to draw, maybe, if I want to get ambitious here, the heroes plants in this style, because I think that would be really cool. And when it comes to the hero plants, I could maybe try to balance them into Plants vs Zombies, a Plants vs Zombies style. If I was to make a Plants vs Zombies game, I've talked about this before in the Traveller Gorge videos. I went back and looked at those videos, by the way, and my balancing was interesting, to say the least. That's not how balancing works, Sam. But yeah, I really think that I prefer for my Plants vs Zombies style. I'm doing edge lighting here. I would prefer a sort of what's the word for it? Slower paced. So 25 sun meta, no plant food, very much like Plants vs Zombies 1 in that sense. I feel. I don't exactly know, but I'm just sort of finishing up the texturing here, trying to figure out how I want to do the eyes, because the eyes are just the same color as the outline. I end up with, oh yeah, I changed the direction because it then kind of looks like he's just looking in a direction. I ended up with this, and yeah, that's basically pea shooter. Doing the shadow now, and yeah, that should be done. So yeah, so this is pea shooter, very classic, very cool design, and I think that it matches quite well with my art style. I'm quite proud of it. Okay, moving on to a plant I always struggle with drawing, because Sunflower, oh, this is Sunflower, obviously. I feel sometimes I don't know how to draw her, like, design, because I want to make it my own style, but Sunflower's design, I struggle with how it actually works, with, like, how many petals and how the petals look. So I sort of just, try my best to make something that I like. I tend to draw the flowers way too drapey, because I don't know. I really don't like how she looks in the second game. She just doesn't look like a sunflower. So I've tried to I had like a picture of an actual sunflower up, as well as as the Plants vs Zombies 2 style, so I could get the design. I actually realized in this third game she has the far bigger petals, which I think is a lot cooler and a lot more accurate to the design. So yeah, I give a bigger petal, similar to primal sunflower. So because I think that is just what a sunflower looks like. So there we go. I get something I'm quite happy with, and then I do the stem. I go for a lighter green color, like sort of a faded green color, because you know if you look at an actual sunflower plant, it looks like that. Instead of having leaves on the stalk, I added these little spiky bits, which yet again took reference to an actual sunflower. Getting a face in here. Sunflower would work how she always works. As I said, 25 sun meta. Plant them in the... Where do you plant them, guys? Do you plant them in the back or the front? I know there's a big debate about this. I know placing them in the back apparently is far more... I understand that it's a better strategy because if you'll have your defense, which is important, and if the defense is gone, the sunflowers aren't going to save you, you know. But I always end up putting them in the back because I'm not very good at shoveling my plants, and what I end up doing is I always place too many sunflowers and not enough attackers. So I have like 2 rows, but then I don't have any room for my actual attackers. So that is something that I struggled with. So over here, I'm sort of trying to what's the word? I'm trying to make the sunflower more orange. Another thing I like about the Plants vs Zombies free design is that sunflower is a little bit more orange because you've heard me the 8th time. Sunflowers are very orange in real life. I'm gonna have to pull up a sunflower. Sam, put up a sunflower. Thank you. So yeah, that's basically why I'm making her like this. She's quite tall. I don't know how I feel about this sunflower. She's very much different to sunflowers I've seen before. I don't know. Maybe she's a bit tall. I like her. I do the highlighting here, which looks really nice. Yeah, I think I've come to like this design. It's definitely one of the more unique designs, but you know, you can tell it's sunflower, and these finishing touches do help make it feel more like a finished artwork. The last thing I've obviously got to do is little eye things, which are very sunflowery, and of course the background. So there we go. There's sunflower. Obviously, I'm going to add the what am I doing here? Right, yeah. So I accidentally have to do this because it was I accidentally forgot to remove my signature from the last one, and I drew over it. And drawing art is annoying. Anyways, I add these little spots onto her, which I really like. It adds a lot of texture to it. If you've seen my older videos, you'll see that I love adding spots to my plants. I might redraw the plants from that video. I really like cactus. I don't think cactus needs much changing, but I might redraw jalapeno because, yeah, so this is sunflower. And I also wanted to draw sunflower just before she's producing sun. So this is what she looks like when she lights up and produces sun. All right, so for Potato Mine, I forgot to hit record. If you're new here, get used to it. No, I shouldn't make that excuse. I should actually try to record a video. Potato Mine, really good plant. 25 sun, shove him down, leave him there for I don't know how long. Same time as he does in the first game. He hits up, blows up a plant. Really good, a nice strategy if you're new to the game, which you probably aren't. The first game came out in 2009, which is probably older than most of you. I'm going to say fuck. There you go. It's not a kid's video, so you won't be, the algorithm won't give you Minecraft videos. Sorry, where was I? Sorry guys, I have ADHD. Breathe. Okay, so, Potato Mine is really good in Plants vs Zombies too, because when you're setting up your sun production, right? Your sun, then your sunflowers, and then they send the first zombie. What you can do is you can put you can make use of a feature called wave stalling, which is very advanced. Not really. Basically, you will place a potato mine at the very, very next to your sunflowers, so it takes time for that zombie to die, because if you stall that zombie from dying, the next wave will only come in once that zombie is dead. So it gives you a nice amount of time to get all your sunflowers in before you have to start placing your pea shooters or whatever better materials you have. I really like how I drew this potato mine. I gave him very different proportions from the first and second game. I've kind of made his mine like huge, and he's very small. He's almost like more covered into the ground, and I love that. I love his little face. I just think he looks really cute. Yeah, no, potato mine's peak. I love his proportions in this, and yeah, I love what I did with the character. So yeah, I'm just doing the eyes quickly, and then I'm also going to be obviously doing the shadows, and last thing I add is these little patches of dirt, which are very important to his design and make him not look like an egg. He kind of looks like an egg without them. So yeah, that's Potato Mine. Okay, so I accidentally drew Walnut without showing you. So in exchange for that, I will show you the damage stages. So this is Walnut. The difficult thing for me, and this one I completely understand if you don't like, because Walnut's known for his big eyes, but I wanted to keep the eyes consistent to what I drew with my other plants, which makes Walnut look very different. I understand if you don't like it, and obviously I will also need to get used to it, but I ended up liking it, and I went for it. So this was the first, like, damage state. So, you know, he's a bit cracked, and he looks a bit concerned, and then I'm going on to the next damage state over here, where, you know, he has a bit of him sort of eaten out, pause. He's been eaten out, pause, by the zombies, freaky ass zombies. Anyways, so I need to sort of make that walnut crack, pause. Sorry. The fuck am I on? So I English. I make a hole. Ignore that. I make a hole, which is really cool. And I also give him like a really sad expression, which is you know, it really sucks for him. He's not doing too well. You know, bless him. He's going through it. So yeah, he's a big sad boy, and he's on his last legs. As a kid, seeing the walnut like this always made me so sad. I think I shoveled him up to like spare him because I couldn't dare my walnuts dying in Plants vs Zombies 1. But yeah, that's it. I really hope you enjoyed this, and I probably will start doing Ancient Egypt when I feel like it. The reason I was away for so long and I haven't released videos is because I kind of got out of the Plants vs Zombies scene for a bit, and my videos did a lot worse when I wasn't doing Plants vs Zombies, and so I gave up. But I'm back now because I love Plants vs Zombies again, and I just remember how fun it was to draw them, and I really think I should go back to you know, playing this game and recording videos for you guys. So yeah. See you in the next one. Cheers.